Gorgeous vibes and a story you can get stuck into, but slow pacing and a loop that gets kinda repetitive. Little Witch in the Woods, is it worth it, or should you skip it? You play as Ellie, an apprentice witch in a whimsical hand-drawn world. On paper, it's a cozy life sim, narrative cozy hybrid. You gather herbs, brew potions, and help villagers through small requests. Think Stardew meets Ghibli in tone, but what I actually felt was a task-driven, chore-leaning experience that moves very slowly. My expectations? I hoped for a soothing loop with light discovery. What I found was different, not awful, just thinner and slower than I expected, with depth that never really arrives. Onboarding is slow and clunky, even the very first hours drag. The world's pace is chilled, yes, but often too chill. Scenes linger, travel takes time, and minor errands stack up. The core loop, gather, brew, hand in, gets samey quickly. If you're the exact target audience, the UK price tag of £12.39 can make sense, but for most players, I say this is a sale game. Accessibility and quality of life didn't rescue it for me. Autosave is nice, but I wanted far more options and streamlining. What I want you to know early, this is vibe first and short session friendly, but repetition appears quickly and systems stay shallow. My tone today is critical but fair. I love the art, but I won't pretend the loop isn't a problem. Let's anchor this against Stardew first. Stardew is deep. Long-tail farming, relationships, and goals. Little Witch is a different focus. Potions and errands instead of progression webs. That's not inherently bad, but it leaves less to chew on. Against Spiritfarer aims for emotional depth and lands it. Little Witch is lighter, which can be a pro, but it also means fewer meaningful narrative beats, less reason to push through the grind when the loop stalls. I'm not adding extra gameplay-first comparisons here, because frankly, the systems aren't robust enough to stand alongside the big crafting sims. And I'm dropping fancy positioning slogans. This isn't magical training wheels so much as cozy side dish, if you already like very low pressure chores. Who is this not for? Collectathon grinders and anyone who needs tangible mechanical depth. My one-line takeaway for this segment: cozy presentation, thin center. Consider price and your patience for routine before buying. Tie that to replay. There isn't much, so think hard about whether a small, repetitive loop fits your mood. But what works? The art direction. It's the game's redeeming feature. Storybook environments, soft lighting, and charming creature designs. Watching Ellie run, petting small critters, and warm interiors at sunset are genuinely lovely moments. What doesn't land for me? The audio and pacing. Music is often absent or so minimal it fades into non-existence, and when it does loop, it repeats noticeably. Emotionally, I went from relaxed to bored, a calming first hour, then diminishing returns. Repetition hit me early, about 2 hours in, and that was still the tutorial rhythm. Tasks blurred together, gather X, brew Y, run back. Without stronger variations, it becomes muscle memory rather than discovery. UI and input didn't help. The game supports controller, but it feels designed around keyboard in a way that never felt natural. Key bindings can be remapped, but the defaults are awkward, and even after tweaks, it remained fussy. Menus, prompts, and navigation create small frictions that stack up over time. Performance on my side was smooth, no crashes, no major stutters. When the game simply lets you exist, petting a creature, watching evening light through the windows, it's wonderful. But between those moments, you'll notice annoyances. Backtracking through familiar paths, and map readability that doesn't make route planning effortless. My pacing fix became rotating goals. Brew, then explore, then do a delivery, just to break up the sameness. The net feel, short bursts only. If you self-pace to 20 to 30 minute sessions, it can be a relaxing wind down. Anything longer, and the repetition shows its seams. Let's talk about the common pain points and joys I've seen, and that I share. Repetition is the big one. If routine is a deal breaker, you'll feel it. On the positive side, short sessions genuinely work here. You can relax without pressure to optimize. Couple of questions for you. 15-hour cozy loops versus 50+ hour deep sims, what's your sweet spot? And what's your cozy indie ceiling right now? Less than £10, £10 to £20, or more than £20? It's totally valid to disagree. Drop your best tips, I'll feature a few in the next video. And light nudge, if you want more straight talk verdicts, my worth it or skip it playlist is in the end screen. I'm giving Little Witch in the Woods 5 out of 10. Price stance for me, it's wait for a sale, borderline skip at full price, unless you truly love slow, low stakes routines. The value metric I ended up caring about wasn't pounds per hour, but vibe per hour. And that vibe is real, but fragile. Replayability is effectively no for me. Once the curtain drops and you've seen the loop, there isn't much reason to run it back. Who might enjoy a full price purchase? Questlog enjoyers who specifically want a gentle checklist and adore witchcore aesthetics. But who should avoid? Depth seekers and decorators. There's neither a deep sandbox nor robust customization here. I used keyboard, but I genuinely think controller will feel easier for most players. The ideal session length? Don't binge. Treat it like tea time, 20 to 30 minutes, and done. In terms of alternatives, for depth, go Stardew. For emotional storytelling, Spiritfarer, and for a short polished wonder, a short hike. And if you want actual brewing systems, look to Atelier or Potion Craft. My purchase advice? Wishlist it and watch for discounts. If you're unsure, only buy on a discount and keep the refund window in mind. My purchase recommendation for the average viewer is somewhere between wishlist for sale and try refund if it's not for you. But now it's your turn. Buy or wishlist. What would you do and why? If Little Witch in the Woods isn't for you, I do have a list of other cozy games that are worth your time. Videos are linked right here. If cozy reviews help you spend smarter, hit that subscribe button for weekly verdicts. Thanks for watching, I'm genuinely curious to hear your take.